Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Cyclops and Jean Grey. And I'm reviewing this because I was asked to review it, and I like Cyclops, so I figured what the heck, but you know, it's another one of those cases where it's like, I'm going to be told I'm a hater, but everything I'm saying is true, and if you don't agree with me, you can tell me how it's wrong, but I don't think you can. It's not good. It's not good. Hasbro almost never puts out a good product anymore for the Marvel Legends line. I know they do better with G.I. Joe. I know they do better with Star Wars. The Marvel license is basically their free ticket to making garbage that they keep selling and people keep gobbling up. Enough, at least, that they keep doing it. So that's what this review is going to be about. It's going to be hopefully quicker because I don't want to look at it too long, but also because Cyclops is just another blank body that they've added a couple parts to. So anyway, let's get it off the stand and take a closer look. Okay, before we look at the figures, I do want to show you my package. Nice big package, a lot of color going on. I don't care for these color combos, but it's fine if you like X-Men 97 and these color combos, then you win. Yeah, it looks nice with the effect parts and things and the figures front and center. Yeah, it's good packaging. Here's some artwork that looks way different than the figure and way better, and same thing right here. And I'm going to set this aside so I can reach it because I need to reference it. By the way, guys, I ordered one of these to review it and make fun of it, but then the box that had my pile of loot shipment in it, long story short, I don't need to go into the details, ended up getting taken away by the garbage man. And so I lost a whole pile of loot, and this is no longer available as of right now, so I won't be able to review this. Hopefully I can find one to do it because I feel like I need to. But as of right now, that's not happening, unfortunately. And that's why my SH Figuarts Cyclops review was delayed. Okay, so here they are. Vulcan body. I don't know if she's got used parts or not, but she's new. But he's Vulcan, so it doesn't really matter. But he's just over 6.5 inches. That's going to make... God, he's so goofy looking. He's so dopey looking. Man, these figures... About 17 centimeters, a little short of that. She is about 16.5 to the very top of her hair, and that's going to make her about 6.5 inches. Here they are up against Darwin. Even with this Vulcan body, their figures look so freaking dorky. Yeah, he's just a touch taller than Darwin. Okay, let's just do this part first. Alright, we'll do a question of the day after if I remember. Even with this like slim, dumbed down style of artwork, which I'm not knocking, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that at all. But that's what this is. They still, like, even with Hasbro's goofy ass limp. Never mind, I can't make that comment. Goofy, whatever. We'll just leave it at goofy. Goofy looking figures. They can't capture the style. But even then, look at the shape of the body. How are people who are fans of comics and cartoons of comic characters okay with everything looking like this dorky ass cosplay garbage compared to this? Look at the shape of his torso. Look where his shoulders connect. Like, yeah, they're exaggerated. His arms are maybe a touch long. Things like that. It's a cartoon. Fine. But why are we okay with this? His body's basically a diamond because his shoulders are so low. The shoulders should be right up here. Look at how close they are to the top of his torso, whereas on this guy, they're almost in the freaking middle, and his goofy lollipop head sticks up like a bobblehead. It looks so ridiculous compared to the source material. It's not even close, and I'm tired of all these comic fans being so hardcore comic fans that they'll just accept anything that doesn't look anything like the comic they're supposed to be fans of. It's nuts. And here's another example. First of all, you nailed the color, Hasbro. You got close by like 10 shades away. What the hell is that? How do you... Whatever. Okay, so the colors are off on the gold and the green and the skin tone, so other than that, and the hair. Other than that, they just totally missed the look. Completely. She's not shaped like this at all. She has low, narrow shoulders here. Here she has high, broader shoulders. She doesn't even have big boobs. This figure has boobs that are the right size, but they're placed like she's 80 years old. Like she's got a curve to her back where she's hunched over. What? How is this okay for anybody? I want to know. All of you comic fans out there who think I'm such a hater and everything else that you say about me, how am I wrong about this? How is this something you want to own if it's supposed to look like this? They added all kinds of muscle detail to this figure that looks ridiculous. It looks like an 80-year-old long-distance runner as opposed to a young, whatever, what is she, late 20s probably in this, maybe younger than that even. based on the costume. I don't know. Either way, no high muscle definition at all, just leg shape, and they can't even get that right. It's just nuts how bad these figures are. I'm tired of it. So that's it for the aesthetic. They look like garbage. Both of them look like garbage. This body mold isn't very good, and you can still see all the mold make the tooling lines on it. Bobblehead. Nothing is accurate about either of these, really. Oh, I forgot one other thing. Just in case somebody was going to make a point about how much of a hater I am, I have to give them more evidence. The visor's not the right shape either. It dips in right above the nose. I mean, like, obviously it's got a slant going for a while, but it's mostly the rounded shape, like we've always seen Cyclops' visor. What is that? That's not what it looks like. I don't think it has ever looked like that, where it's got a big, slow swoop down the middle. What is that? It's not the right color. It's not the right shape. And they gave him a transparent red part, which makes it look black most of the time. These figures look like garbage. Oh, I kicked my camera again, or the tripod. 0 out of 10 for the aesthetic. Tired of it. Now, as far as accessories go, you get an alternate head for Cyclops with the hole in his head for the blast effect, which we'll get to. I don't know if you're supposed to be able to take the red part of his other visor and swap them out. I doubt it, because I can't do it, and it doesn't make sense to have the blast with a semi-smiley face, but either way, the angry face looks like crap, because if you get anywhere near close enough, it looks like he has freckles all over his face due to the crappy paint job. And like I said, the visor's still the wrong shape, and so there's that. And then the blast effect, I guess we can just talk about. It's the same crappy one from before. I guess it's better than nothing. Whatever. For hands, you have the 2 fist hands, and then the 1 relaxed hand and 1 visor using hand. That's fine, I guess. And for Jean, you have an alternate head, which the hair sculpt on these figures is just atrocious, where it goes near the mask. It's just stupid looking. And then the face is whatever. Ugly, ugly figure. Alternate hands, you get some open hands, and her blue, but you know, she's known for her blue swirlies. So 0 out of 10 for access, and I'll give them a point, 1 point for the blast effect, just because they included it. Okay, so far we're at 0 out of 10 for everything. Let's get into the articulation. We've already looked at this figure about 100 times since they invented the super premium Vulcan body that is actually really bad. So I'm not going to review it again. The articulation is mediocre at best. I'll give him a 6 out of 10, and since they keep reusing it, I'm going to knock it down a point. Every time they reuse a crappy body, I'm just going to keep knocking it down a point. So 5 out of 10 for his articulation, and let's get into hers. The head, you can forget about doing anything useful with it. Obviously, they like to make their hair as rock hard as they possibly can, and so you can wiggle it around a little bit. For the shoulders, she can get up to just better than horizontal. And maybe they've already reused this, used this part before, and I shouldn't be reviewing it, but I don't remember it, so I'm doing it. The shoulders work okay. Bicep swivel, the arms don't fit on the shoulders, really. But, par for the course for Hasbro. But we have double jointed elbows, so people out there on the social media are going to say, oh, this is like the best articulated thing ever. Double jointed elbows, wrists have a swivel and a hinge. Man, this gold is ugly. Golly. Alright, and then for her torso... nothing up here, just the hunched over, saggy boob look, and then articulation down here at the belt. As soon as you lean it back, there's a gap. There's basically no ability to use that articulation. Leaning it forward is not possible, really. So, what are they doing at Hasbro? How does the Marvel Legends team still exist? How do they have their jobs? I know, because people keep buying the stuff, so it doesn't matter. They can make the absolute worst garbage, and there will still be people in my comments defending this trash. Goodness gracious, she has a ball peg at the waist that is not located properly or sculpted properly at all for the minimum range of motion. Now for the posability for the legs, they didn't even slice it on this side, it's only slid on this side. They slid it all the way up, which... in real life that would be nice, but on an action figure it would be nice too if they didn't use a super hard plastic for the skirt that basically doesn't allow you to use that slit at all. So you still can't pose her weird sausage looking legs. Not sausage because they're fat, I mean like uncooked sausage that's still lumpy and weird. You can't pose her legs worth anything. Double jointed knee, let's see, maybe she can at least do this. Yep, you can bend her knees, so that works. Alright, gosh, those legs are just really gross looking. And the skin tone is weird. And then the ankles, they work fine on these tiny, 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 tiny feet. This is like foot binding small. This is weird looking feet. They're so little. The articulation sucks. And the black paintwork, by the way, Hasbro, like, you don't put your black lines on almost anything. Like, there's no black lines anywhere on this figure or the one next to it. Did they get them on the gloves? No, they didn't even do them on the gloves. So painting these big garish black lines down the center of the boots that look like crap anyway doesn't make the figure look better. It looks worse. And you missed them on the gloves too. She's supposed to have them on the gloves, I believe. Let me check. Yep. So articulation sucks. For her, it's going to be 0 out of 10. And for him, 0 out of 10. I'm knocking his back down to 0 out of 10. So they got 0 out of 10 for everything. It's a 2-pack of a bunch of garbage. I'm going to give this a final rating of minus 750 out of 10. I'm tired. I'm so tired of having to advocate for customers who tell me I shouldn't be advocating for them, and defending the company that is just putting them over a barrel and releasing garbage over and over and over again. Please stop buying this stuff. Please stop buying it. They will make more. If you feel that you need to have little plastic people on your shelf, that you actually need it, I promise you, they'll make something better if you stop buying this crap. They need to sell action figures to have a company. I mean, maybe not. Maybe they'll just rely on other Hasbro products, in which case somebody else will get the license. That's fine. But they need to sell products to have a company. You don't need to own these. You are in charge of what they make. They will make what they need to make money. If you stop buying crap, they'll make good product, or at least better product, or somebody else will. Guys, you are in charge of what gets produced. Don't buy crap, and they will make better product. And you won't have crap in your collection, and you'll have more money in your wallet. It's a win-win for you. Stop buying crap. But that's it for me. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I forgot to do a question of the day. Here's the question of the day. Is this crap? And do you wish people would stop buying it so that you could have good Marvel figures? Because that's what I want. All right. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos just about every single day, and I do have thousands of videos already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.